What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're once again back here with another new look rebuild, and today we have ourselves the San Antonio Spurs. I was waiting to get them up to 14 and 15 players, and they have done that. They just signed Lenny Waters to potentially complete their offseason. There's probably more moves, but most of the rest of it will probably be minor. That this video will age well, I hope anyway. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in and do a new look San Antonio Spurs rebuild in NBA 2K25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. We're currently on the road to 50,000 subs. So if you want to help us reach that goal, that would be absolutely amazing. If you're not subscribed, hit that button right now. The share scenario continues to be updated. Jared Butler, Magic Wave, even Thompson. Like, there's just a little bit of small marginal moves that have been happening, but I make sure to update it as much as I possibly can. The Spurs, like I said, in the last couple days, did just make a couple transactions. They got David Jones-Garcia on a two-way, and then they got Lenny Waters on the roster as well. So that's potentially going to complete their offseason. Of course, one of the trades they've made since we've done a rebuild is they traded Branham and Blake Wesley to the Wizards for Kelly Olynyk. So the Spurs, of course, the big addition was getting Dylan Harper on draft night along with Carter Bryant. They had 2 lottery picks, and now they kind of have a little bit of a guard logjam, which is going to be interesting to see how they balance it out. In previous videos, it feels like I always get rid of De'Aaron Fox, so I'm going to try not to do that today. Maybe we do experiment with the 3-guard lineup. I've had some people ask me to do that before, and I just never have. I just think it's weird because their spacing isn't good between all 3 of them, but I guess we could try it for the first season and see how it goes, and let's see if Wembanyama can carry a 3-guard lineup defense. I think he could do it with him always winning depoy in the simulation. So maybe we run that in year 1. Vassell off the bench would be an expensive bench piece, but at the end of the day, it'd be different for what I've done in recent videos, basically. So let's go ahead, take a look at the rotation going to year 1, and we'll see what we're gonna run for the starting 5. But I think I'm gonna run the 3-guard lineup and see what happens. So this is what we're going to run for year number 1. It's a little weird. I'm not sure how much you love it, but we're going to experiment with it anyway. So De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, all 3 starting together. We're going to see what happens if we do that. We do need to adjust Dylan Harper's minutes. We'll do that in a second. But Fox, Harper, Castle, Sohan, or this should be Barnes for spacing purposes potentially as well. But I don't know, man. Like I said, their lineup's going to be kind of interesting to figure out. If I'm sure there's some Spurs fans watching this video, feel free to comment down below what you think the starting 5 will be. More than likely, my gut feeling is saying that Dylan Harper would probably come off the bench if I had to guess. I just think that makes more sense, but I don't know. I'm going to try this today anyway, like I said, because I've never done it in a video before. So let's just see what happens if we run this like that. So let's simulate year 1. Paracast is 4th overall with 3 guards. Will we make the playoffs? Well, we're about to find out. We'll see if Wembanyama can carry this team to the playoffs in year 1, or if we have another lottery pick coming in our future. At the end of year 1, Shea wins MVP, Cooper Flagg's Rookie of the Year, Hero is your 6th man, Wemby's your depoy, so that's great to see. 50, 40, and then 85, we'll take that. Kita's your most improved. Seems like that's always what happens in the simulation. Luka Doncic is your clutch player, and Mark is your coach of the year. Nathan Mack is your executive. By the way, I'm also recording this on the 24th. I don't think I'm going to drop this until tomorrow in the morning. So yeah, if something does happen, and I'm not talking about it, that's why, I guess. I'll be a second team for Wemby, which is great to see. And I assume we'll have, obviously, of course, all-rookie first team for Dylan Harper. And he does indeed make it, averaging 14 points per game. And here's your all-rookie second team. We're back to all NBA teams. We're going to look at that. So the 4th seed in the Western Conference, here are your player stats. You had 24 from Wemby, 22 from Fox, 15 from Vassell, 14 from Harper, 12 from Castle, 11 from Keldon Johnson, 9 from Sohan, 4 from Bryant, and 4 from Cornette, and 4 from Harrison Barnes. As far as team stats are concerned, we can take a look at that as well. Points per game, let's see, we were 11th overall, so not bad. And then points allowed per game, we were middle of the pack, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, 23rd. So top 10 defense, which we'll absolutely take. Love to see it. Timberwolves being number 1, but we get to play the Clippers in round 1, who of course have the young squad, as we're all aware. They have a very good team over there in LA. They're going to be an interesting team to watch out west. But can our 3-guard lineup take them down? Let's find out. Game 1 is going to go to LA. Game 2, we even it up. Game 3 goes to them. Game 4 goes to them. So we are in trouble. But the one thing we are getting here is some playoff experience for our young guards, or just our young team in general. Wemby's first time in the postseason, so can we squeeze another game? Ooh, yes, barely. We beat them 118 and 119. So we had a game winner, I think, happen there. So Bradley Beal made a layup, but it was too late. So it looks like Dylan Harper makes the 3 with 9 points to finish that game. Okay, now for game 6 to see if we can force a game 7 back to San Antonio. Going to be a close game. We've been behind, trailing the whole time, and we will not get back in it. So 104 to 123 is going to be the unfortunate outcome, but we got LA, Minnesota, Knicks, and Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves going to beat the Knicks in 5 games. Okay, it's got LeBron retiring. Chris Paul is going to call it, Kyle Lowry. So a lot of retirements like Russell Westbrook as well, who has yet to decide on his team in real life as I'm recording this. But let's go to the lottery and let's see if we have anybody's pick here. So it doesn't look like we do. We know we had the Hawks pick. Grizzlies get number 1. So we have 20th overall, and then it was a pick swap. So that's all we have, I believe. So 20th overall pick, and as far as staff signing, we'll keep Mitch Johnson, of course. And then as far as, so we have 21, 13, and 15. And I think that's really it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just head straight to draft now. I think we're going to try to trade up if we can, because I want to see if we can get higher in the draft. Maybe we could trade a pick 14, like just get right into the back half of the lottery. 15 right outside of it wouldn't be bad either, but I'm going to see if the Kings would give me 20, let's say 20 and 1 for, no, they say no to that. Would probably give you 13 as well and 15, all my picks in this draft, and that gets us up 6 spots in the draft. So we'll take a lottery pick here. So number 1 is going to be Darren Peterson to Memphis. Makes sense. Desmond Bane, potential replacement. Adrian Banza to Washington. Atlanta goes to Boozer. Or Boozer goes to Atlanta. Should have said that the other way. Dash Daniels to Utah. Chris is going to go to Boston. Portland takes Nate. I would have loved to have had him fall to me, but that was going to be a dream. Darius. Yabusele. Elijah Arenas, who tore his meniscus yesterday, I guess, or something like that. Orlando Kareem Lopez. And then Koa Pete goes to OKC. Okay, so we can take Mikal Brown here. I'd prefer not to take a guard if we can avoid it. So we have Carter Knox, who's available here. Billy Richmond, Dame Sarr, who's 6'8". Maybe we can get away with that. There's JT Toppin. Gotta be honest, I don't love the options on the board despite trading up. So Isaiah Evans is 6'7". He's the one with the Hall of Fame ceiling. We probably have to take him and walk away with him, I guess. So 6'7" forward Isaiah Evans, welcome. Probably won't play right away, but it's going to be someone that's either a trade chip or someone eventually cracks a rotation with development. Jim Penny, how many years does he have left in his contract? He didn't play for us last year, so I think for now I'm going to decline it and see if we maybe go in a different direction there. So Sohan and David Jones-Garcia will extend the offer on. For free agency, we have De'Aaron Fox, who is a free agent. Like I said, I always let De'Aaron Fox walk. I think today I'm going to try to stick with the 3-guard lineup throughout the video. We need a legitimate power forward who can shoot the hell out of the ball, in my opinion, to make it happen, but that is going to be the game plan. So we are going to bring De'Aaron Fox back. $35 million a year doesn't sound too bad. Harrison Barnes will probably let go. Sohan, I'm kind of like debating on this because, like I said, we need a shooter at the 4 spot, I think. So ideally, we get someone who can, like I said, space the floor extremely well. So I don't really know how much I want to keep Sohan here. But let's see. So we got Harper. Castle is going to be slid down to the 3. Vassell is probably going to slide over to the 2. Bryant will come off the bench there. Johnson is not really going to be a piece that we keep going forward either. So I think ideally we find a way to sign and trade. Probably, I would say, yeah, if we were able to sign and trade... his name is escaping me. Obviously, who was I just talking about? Jeremy Sohan and Keldon Johnson. We may be able to do something there. So that's kind of going to be my dream scenario. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do. So let's see if we can make something happen with that. So I found my target for now to be the starting power forward. I'm not really sure how much I love him for the future, but Rui Hachimura, I believe, is going to be our starting power forward for the next couple seasons. He usually shoots extremely well in the 2K sim, which is why I like the idea of him. 41%, 41%, 42%. So it's just a small addition. We only traded Keldon and 2 second-round picks to make it happen as well. So the Lakers get themselves Keldon Johnson in 2 seconds. We get Rui Hachimura. So the one thing I would say about the Lakers, at least Keldon's expiring. So it would kind of, work for them, I guess. I don't know. Regardless, this is going to be kind of what it looks like. So we also brought in Monte Morris. We did keep Sohan. He is not going to be traded right now. He's actually going to stick around. So we are fully embracing the 3-guard lineup as well, by the way, like I said. So let's go straight to player progression. And let's see what we got going on here. So we have Wembanyama up to a 98. You have Dylan Harper up to an 86. Sohan 84. Carter Bryant's up to a 79. Vassell is down 1. Monte Morris is down 1. Isaiah Evans, of course, just got drafted. But yeah, this is looking good. So 3-guard lineup fully embraced. We're going to see what it looks like. We have Some nice spacing at the 4 with Rui, and of course, it's not like Harper, Fox, and Harper, Fox, and Castle aren't capable of hitting threes. It's just a matter of course, they're not the best at it, but they may continue to develop that. I really didn't even look at how they shot last year, so that's probably something we should look at before we start freaking out about it. But yeah, I think the spacing will be just fine with Wemby and Rui at the front court spot. They still want to start Sohan, but I do think I am going to start Rui, honestly, there. So I'm going to put Rui in that role at the 4 spot because I just think for spacing purposes, it makes a lot more sense. And then Sohan kind of being that guy off the bench, energy guy. So I like that a little bit better. So I'm going to do that and have Rui start. So let's do that. And let's look at how they shot last year. So I'm also going to go to a 9 rotation, I believe. I don't think we need to run 10 deep right now. So it's going to be Harper, Fox, Castle, Rui, Wembanyama, Sohan, Vassell, Carter Bryant, and Luke Cornett is your rotation. So as far as how they shot last year, so Castle shot 37%. So he's actually already improving, which is nice. Fox 36% and Harper 27%. I assume Harper will continue to get better in that role. But all right. Let's in my year 2. We made the playoffs last year, got eliminated, but now we feel like we're better. We'll see if that works out that way. Still don't think Rui is going to be like my starting power forward throughout the video, but I guess if it works, it works. But if there is a, chance to upgrade from it, I definitely will jump on that opportunity. So at the end of year 2, Luka Doncic in a Bulls jersey like usual wins MVP. DeBanzo is a Rookie of the Year. Scoot is your 6-man. Wemby is your depoy, 25, 11, 4, 2, and 3. So almost 50, 40, 90 as well. Jack LaRavia, most improved player for the Lakers. So he probably took a starting role potentially there. And he shot fairly well all around for them, except for a free throw. Clutch player goes to Cade. Kidd is your coach of the year, and Hobson is your executive. So there's your All-NBA first team. Wembanyama, of course, makes it All-NBA second and All-NBA third team. All defensive first team, we got Wembanyama there too. And all defensive second team, all rookie first team, and all rookie second team. So we ended up as a second seed out west. And here were your player stats. You had 25 from Wemby, 20 from De'Aaron Fox, 19 from Dylan Harper, or 18.5 rather. 14 from Castle, 13 from Vassell, 10 from Sohan, and 9 from Rui. So let's look at the 3-point efficiency for everybody. So as you can see, Rui Hachimura on 3 attempts a game. Somewhat low volume, but 43%. Devin Vassell, 41. Wembanyama, 41. And then Dylan Harper already better, 39. And then 35 from Bryant. 34 from Fox and 32 from Sohan, and only 31 for Stephon Castle. So a little bit of a dip from last year, unfortunately. Goes down from 37 31, which sucks, but it could be worse, right? The spacing could be a lot worse. So let's see who we get to play in round 1. It will be the Golden State Warriors. So have Steph, Jimmy, Draymond, Podziemski, Trey Stacks, Davis Kuminga. There's been rumors that they're going to land Al Horford. That has not become official, though, as I'm recording this. Let's see if we can take down the Warriors. Game 1 is going to go to us. A nice grinded out game there. It was 89-77. Game 2 up 2-0. So a little bit of a more high scoring game. Also, forgot to look at team stats. That's something I still need to get in the habit of, but I'm trying. So looks like we had, top 5 offense, which is great. And I assume we probably had a top 5 defense. Yeah, so 112 points per game. Gonna be the 4th best defense as far as points allowed are concerned. Okay, we're up 2-0. They're going to get game 3. We won game 4, though, on their floor, and we beat them in 5. And now we're going to play OKC, which is obviously the team that you got to worry about out west. So let's see how we stack up against them. They got Shea, Dort, Jalen Williams, Chet, Hardenstein still there, Topic, Walter, Sorber, Ujman Deng, Brendan Carlson, and AJ. So as you see, their bench is a lot weaker already, unless if they just have guys like not playing for some reason. No, their bench is just pretty weak, all things considered. I mean, I guess that's a little bit of a draw. I don't know. Then maybe not all of them are playing, but regardless, game 1 goes to us. Good start, 33 from Fox, 23 from Wembanyama. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to them. Okay, so we got to get in Simcast for game 5. Would love to move on here and beat the Thunder and see how we stack up against maybe a rematch against the Clippers. Let's see if we can't eventually take the lead here. They've had it most of the game, but we will take it and we will hang on. 108 to 134. Just got to win game 6 when we punch our ticket to the conference finals. Can we make that happen? It's going to be a close game again, but as you know, the last game we were trailing most of the time, but we are going to take the lead and hang on to it. Harper 23 and 13. Now I get to play the Suns or the Clippers, which I think I'm going to do a Suns rebuild next. They actually got Jeremy Grant. I actually would like that for them, although his contract is obviously abysmal, as we're all aware. Although for whatever reason, maybe the Blazers wave and stretched him. I don't know, but he's now only making $50 million a year, which I think would be a lot better, honestly. So we get the Clippers or the Suns? It's going to be the 8th seeded Clippers. So who do they have now? They have James Harden, Beal still there. How did they get Beal back? Let's see. Did he sign like $60 million? Ivy's there now. And then they got Boucher, Alvarado. So their power forward position's kind of weak, but Barnes, I mean, I guess is a capable four. And he's not doing really much at all, but whatever. So game 1 goes to us. Good start. They beat us last year, but I'm looking to get redemption here. Kawhi versus his former team again. We're up 2-1. They will even it up, though. So the home team has won every single game thus far. So let's continue that trend, please, for game 5 if we can. And then we can, change that trend in the next game. So looks like we will get game 5, I think. Oh, my gosh. I thought we did. I spoke too soon. Okay. Well, we're in trouble now. We're down 3-2. We're going to go to 8-man rotation for game. I didn't expect the Clippers to be the team that would give us so much trouble in this video so far, but that is how it's been going. So can we eventually take the lead here? No, the Clippers are going to beat us twice in a row. The Clippers have been the team that have stumped us twice now. That's so weird to me. The Bulls beat them in 5. Yeah, did not, like I said, expect the Clippers to be the issue for us. So I think the main thing is, like I said, since we're, in on this 3-guard lineup, I think we get a upgrade the 4 spot for whatever it may be. So Charlotte gets number 1, Jazz via LA, Bulls via Portland. 2 picks I need to fix already off rip. Then we have, I think we have the Hawks pick again here. I didn't trade it, I don't believe. So they have, what? I don't even see their pick right now. I'm going to be honest with you. I believe we have a first round pick, but oh, it's 22. I see it now. Okay, so 22nd overall. And then Mitch Johnson will remain the head coach. Got us to the conference finals, but we got to find a power forward that's going to help us beat the Clippers because whatever reason, it's not working so far. So that's going to be the main mission. Wemby needs a new contract too. Castle's going to be the last year of his rookie deal. So let's make sure we get a massive upgrade at that 4 spot if we can this offseason. I think my dream scenario would be Jabari Smith Jr. Obviously, someone who came in drafted as a really good shooter. He's not going to score too much. We don't need him to do anything crazy. Jaren Jackson would be another good one, but I have gotten him quite a bit. I know I just got Jabari in the Lakers video at the very end, but we're going to try this again. So we're going to go probably Rui's contract to start things off, and then let's throw in Cornette maybe as well and the 22nd pick. Would they just do that? They say no, so we're going to have to entice him a little bit further. I would hate to throw in Isaiah Evans here because I'm curious to see what he can do, but at this point, I think Carter Bryant has that role anyway, so Isaiah Evans may be in over, I guess, Luke Cornette, and I assume they'll agree they do. So maybe a little bit of an overpay, but it is necessary to see a better power forward in the building, and now him and Wemby are front court teammates, which should be nice. We need a better backup 5 too. I hope we have an MLE to maybe make that happen, but we don't have a draft pick anymore, so we can just get out of here. Okay, so we get the, addition we wanted. Now we have Carter Bryant, Harper, Castle. All should be developing. Still all very cheap. Wembanyama, of course, needs to be re-signed. And then we hope to get a good backup 5 as well here. So Go Badaste, Makovich, Nick Richards. So there are some options here. We could also get Jalen Smith, who low-key is kind of a good player and can shoot a little bit. So I think I am going to go Jalen Smith here to be that guy. And then we can just, get a Wemby offer out of the way. I know someone's going to offer him a contract, but I'd prefer to get him on a 5-year deal. So let's see if there's one offer. And we are. So he should sign that. So 5-year Wemby locked up. Jalen Smith's our new backup 5. I think that's going to be pretty much it. So, again, we're all in on this 3-guard lineup throughout the video. Something I haven't done before. And now we're going to go straight to player progression. Actually, one of the things we might do is since we don't need Luke Cornette anymore, maybe we trade him for a backup point guard if one pops up. Yannick wouldn't have been cool too. Wiggins, Caleb Martin, David Roddy, Malik Beasley. I mean, that's another shooter. I wouldn't hate that. 46%. We trade a first-round pick. I actually do like this idea, although we know Malik Beasley, of course, is in some trouble right now with gambling. But in this hypothetical 2K universe, he is chilling. So I wouldn't mind Beasley as another shooter, but I'm not sure I'm going to trade a first to make it happen. 4 seconds. Sure, I'll get on that. So Malik Beasley is going to be another guard, another shooter, so it provides more spacing. I think I like that a lot. All right, let's go to player progression, and let's see what we got going on at player progression, and let's see how much, Fox, Harper, all these guys are jumping. So Harper's up to an 88, Carter Bryant's up to an 83, Smith, 79, Malik Beasley, 81. This rotation should, in my opinion, be good enough to go win a championship. Obviously, we have Wembanyama, so if we can't get one in this video, that'd be disappointing. The Clippers, of all teams, have been the team that have stopped us twice now. But let's see if third time is truly a charm, as they say. So Luka Doncic with yet another MVP award for Chicago. Harwell, Rookie of the Year in Milwaukee. Cameron Boozer, 6th man. Wemby is your D-Ploy. Nate Amintz, your most improved. And Mathurin's your clutch player. Mitch Johnson, Coach of the Year, 65 and 17, which we'll absolutely take. Austin Newsom, Executive. And here's Jean-Bay, first team. So Wemby once again. Do we get anybody else to join him, though? No, not at all. Wemby is all offense first team and all defensive second. Didn't have any rookies playing for us, but we are the first seed in the West. So here are your player stats. You had 27 from Wembanyama, 18 from Harper, 17 from Fox, 13 from Stephon Castle, 12 from Sohan, 11 from Vassell, 11 from Jabari Smith Jr. And again, I want to continue to look at the spacing here. So 47% from Beasley, so he was a nice addition. 41% from Jabari. Definitely needed that on 5 attempts a game. Wemby with 40. 40 from Vassell, 37. A lot better than last year, 35, 35, and 33. So, and then 32. All right, not bad. So, first seed in the West, and then again, I continue to forget team stats. Looks like we're the best. No, we weren't. We're the top 4. We were top 4 offense, and then we were the best defense as far as points allowed per game is concerned. So, only allowed 107. We'll take that. Okay. Now it is time to see how far we're going to go. Are the Clippers on the other side of the bracket. So if we run into them again, we know what it is. And let's see how this goes. So we play the Warriors, so we beat last year. They did add Jalen Green, which I just saw a quote that if he busts the Rockets' ass for 30 next year, just remember the good times. So I'm sure Rockets fans are going to eat that up. So let's see if we... Okay, we went down 2-0. But we beat them, thankfully. Okay. New Orleans. Oh, Clippers are eliminated too, but I don't know. I still fear Dallas almost every time, and Minnesota. New Orleans, though, is the issue right now. So game 1, 1-0. Game 2, 2-0. So far, so good. The Warriors gave us a scare there, but we're going to sweep the Pelicans, and now we get to play the Mavericks, it looks like. So battle of the Texas teams. I've not played them in this video yet, so here is the first time. Let's see if they're going to get the Mavericks treatment. And it's starting, isn't it? And we even it up. Okay, so let's simcast game 3 because I'm nervous. All right, let's see if we can go win on the road in Dallas to take a commanding lead in this series. Get a road win would obviously put us in a nice position. We've had the lead most of the game, and we do hang on. 118 to 113. So if we get another one on the road, then hopefully the series will be over, basically. But they may have something to say about that. They're starting to run away with it. I mean, we're right behind them technically. Will we ever take it, though? No, it's a tied series. Okay. I'm going 8-man rotation. We're going back home. Need a game 5 victory in the worst way possible. If we lose here, we might be in trouble. So let's put them down, please. We have the lead right now. Can we hang on to it? I mean, it's a close game relatively. 4-point game. Just hang on. And they tie it. They're going to take it. And they're going to take... Oh, my gosh. Wow, what a crazy game. Okay. Thought they had the game 5 there, but thankfully we are able to win it. Now for game 6 on the road in Dallas. Let's avoid a game 7 if we can. Gonna be a game going to them, but I mean, we're slowly... Nah, we're done for. So game 7 is indeed happening, and San Antonio. So 8-man rotation. We could even shrink this down a little bit too to have our starting 5 play as much as possible. All right, game 7. I need the 2K gods on my side. Can we win game 7? Start off by winning the first quarter. Second quarter goes to us as well. Third quarter is going to us. I think we got... Oh, hold on. Let me not speak too soon. Just don't have a collapse in the fourth quarter is all I'm asking for. We're collapsing a little bit. We are collapsing a little bit. Just hang on. Oh my gosh, it's a 5-point game. I think we jump in and watch us. I don't like this, man. Or I could play this out and hang on too. Let's see if I can just hang on to this lead low-key. I think that's what I'm going to do right now. So Jaden Hardy is about to get the inbound. It goes to Lively instead. Okay, Jaden Hardy, I'm going to guard you up. I just need to get stops. Oh my gosh, Sohan, why did you gamble on that? You did not need to gamble on that, my friend. Okay. Okay, we're in trouble, aren't we? All right, we need a stop, or we need a basket here. So I need a Wemby. I'd prefer a Wemby pick and roll right now, but I'll take a Dylan Harper dunk to the rim. We'll do that, 127-132. So get that score back. We'll take that. And now we got Jaden Hardy with the ball again. This time, hopefully someone doesn't gamble on the inbound to the post. So, okay. AD, that was nice. We'll give him that. I would prefer if, Anthony Davis or Wemby was on Anthony Davis right now, but oh my gosh, Lively was not in position. He was not in position at all. 129-134. So thankfully, Wemby and Dylan Harper have been able to give me some dunks. We needed those. All right, let's see. Harper, can I get him to back? Oh, no, I can't. Hardy is going to shoot. Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay. Sohan, do your thing. This time, I feel like we played great defense there, so we're chilling. Running in transition. Anthony Davis on Wembanyama. Can we go down low and just cook Anthony Davis? No, I'm going to... Okay, that was stupid. I should not have passed that out. They got a transition basket. Unless if I get back in the play. Nope. It's a 3-point game. All right, I should have just taken it to the basket with Wemby and hoped for the best there. But they're getting... I Oh my gosh, foul. Let's go. We'll take it. We'll take it. I'm about to say, it looks like they were slow getting back, kind of. So I'm going to hit these free throws, hopefully knock them both down. And we're trying to get out of here alive. And we're going to make both. Dallas may call timeout here. They do. 5-point game. So basically, it's been in the same position that we jumped into. Usually don't play this out because I usually suck at this game. But I was not willing to trust the CPU. Maybe I just needed a lock in. So we got Carter Bryant now on the floor. All right, let's see. So Hardy is trying to drive, and he is going to shoot a mid-range and knock it down. Back to a 3-point game, but we've been able to answer back every single time, which has been the good thing. So, all right, I need Wemby to cook Derek Lively. Let's see if we can make that happen. So Wembanyama, going to take Lively down low and just try to score over him, and that's going to be an easy basket. 5-point game again. Lively was not ready for that. Wemby cooks him. And all right, 24 seconds on the shot clock. We need to stop. We have not been able to get one whatsoever, it feels like. So I guess we got one stop there. But all right, let's see. Max Christie is going to try to go for the inbound. They give it to Hardy. Harper. Oh my gosh. No, give me. Oh, it was Harper that fouled him. Damn. I didn't even need a help there. Wemby had that covered. So they're going to have to play the free throw game now. So as long as we hit these free throws, we should be good. All right, Hardy's going to make both. And now we need to get the ball inbound to, I would imagine Dylan Harper's probably the best option here. So let's just go to Dylan Harper. We were able to knock both of them down with him. All right, so let's just make this at least a 4-point game. If we can, makes the first one. Do they have another timeout? They do. No, they do not. So we're good there. Okay, gonna make both. We're good. 5-point game. Same thing. They have not been able to close the gap. We've been able to answer every basket they've gotten. I did gamble there for a second, but just need to stop on this end. Give me a stop. That's all I'm asking for. All right, what are we doing? That was... Okay, we're lucky. They're lucky we didn't get a steal there. I don't know what Hardy was going for there. I know what he was doing, but I'm surprised the AI threw that up like that. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Tobias Harris here on the inbound. Oh, I should have known. Hardy 3, and they missed it. That should be all she wrote. They're not even going to... Or they do foul. So Wemby's going to go to the free throw line, and that should be all she wrote. We escape, and we go to the NBA Finals to play Chicago and Luka Doncic. So we'll see if we can take them down. So Luka Doncic wins Conference Finals MVP in Chicago, and Wemby wins Conference Finals MVP in San Antonio. Okay, so what do the Bulls look like outside of Luka? They have Luka, Kobe White, Butler, an older Butler. So Butler back in Chicago, though, was cool, although he's wearing 42, which is weird. Murinen, Robinson, Grimes, Bazelis, Hendricks, Noah Singay, and Quentin Jackson. Okay, well, let's see how this is about to go. Game 1 is going to go to us, blow them out, which is great. 2-0, so far so good. And yeah, they stood no chance. So once we got past Dallas, we were chilling. We won a championship with Wembanyama and the Spurs. Obviously, I feel like the last 2 videos with the Spurs and the Thunder, they've had a good core foundation. I added a couple pieces, and that's all they really needed. Of course, we'll eventually get to some of those teams like the Kings that'll probably be tearing them down like crazy and some other things, but trying to do teams that have 14 or 15 players at the very least, because it feels like their offseason is basically done. So if like people have been asking for the Knicks, like they only have 12 players under contract right now. So I'm kind of waiting on them. And then I think, what was another one people have been asking for? Chicago. I'm kind of waiting to see what happens with Giddey. I know he might eventually just accept his qualifying offer or whatever, but I'm trying to stay away from the teams that still have those restricted free agents. But with that all being said, I'll see you on the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.